$100 charge.
The prayer at the bottom of page 82.
Yeah, meant to do it. Meant to do it. Do it. Sure. Sure. Sorry for waiting a long time. How many people yesterday to Refuge bows, Refuge and overseas bows? One or two? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to recite Sangecho, but there's some explanation, okay? Meditation. So this we always recite in any practice. We do, then we begin with this, or so have some understanding, some meditation that goes with it. So his one is also explained, emphasized during Galajara, and explained the details on that. So if we can remember what is going to explain, that would be excellent. So before we recite Sangye Chuta Toki Chunamla, Changjibo Dan just sees. So here, practicing true refuge. Sangye Chuta Toki Chunamla, that is the practicing cause refuge. Jijab, practicing cause refuge. Changjibo Dan Gabsi, that is the practicing result refuge. True refuge, that is explained in the commentary of the ayahs. Forgot. The teaching. The commentary of the Ngondo Jan, Abesamana Garga, they explained in the Jiden, the commentary, it explains. So, Jajab and Jijab, they talks about. So, first one, Jijab, the second one, Jajab, result of it. So, why two refuges are happening is that, for example, you want to become a professor or expert doctor, physician, and so then to be that, then you have to rely on first professor. You have to follow, learn from somebody who's a professor or some expert physician, doctor. You have to learn. So, in the example is that. So, now you, in order to become a professional as an expert physician doctor, you have to learn from the expert physician doctor. So that then you can become like that. So it is similar, you see. So they say. So here, so you rely upon in order to become, in order to actualize dharma, result of dharma, to true cessation of the suffering and true path. Actually with dharma, your mind to become actually with dharma. And then they say, that, and then, say, through that, then, you become Buddha. By seasonal obscurations, gross subtle, then you become Buddha. So you become the result Buddha by extracting the result as Dharma. Then you become as a the result of the sangha. You become sangha also. So you to become that by actualizing extraordinary dharma, then you become sangha, then you become dharma, then become Buddha. Then you do then you are able to offer limitless, effortless, limitless benefit to the sentient beings, to the numberless sentient beings of the hell realm, hungers, animal, human beings, sura, asura, intermediate beings, numberless as the sentient beings. So you are able to do effortless, continual as a action. A benefit to them. You see, until every sentient being is brought to enlightenment. You liberate them from oceans of samsara suffering and causes of samsara sufferings, and everyone, and you bring everyone to enlightenment. You bring everyone to enlightenment. So that the main aim is to benefit others. Main aim is to benefit others. So, yeah, beginning is also to benefit others. Middle is beginning of the Mahayana path. The beginning is also by genuine compassion, benefit others. By genuine compassion to the numberless helpless, hungry animals, human beings, sura, asura, intermediate beings. By genuine compassion, benefit. In the middle, in the path, also benefiting sentient beings. And even after you achieve enlightenment, benefit other sentient beings. So always benefit sentient beings. So until every sentient being, until you bring every sentient being to full enlightenment. Numbers happen, numbers hungry, numbers animal, numbers human beings, asura, intimacy, and everyone brought to enlightenment. So that's the ultimate aim. Yeah. So we are very fortunate. So I want to say this: we are very fortunate having compassion today, having compassion, loving thought, benefiting others, other sentient beings. Thinking that, and living life for that. We're most fortunate. Of course, more we develop the lower kind of compassion, Bodhicitta, more we develop wisdom. Of course, higher part we actualize. Of course, our actions benefit other sentient beings. It becomes deeper and deeper. See? Become deeper and deeper. Unbelievable. can imagine. You know, 8 Bodhisattva, 8 Bhumi Bodhisattva, 9 Bhumi Bodhisattva, 10 Bhumi Bodhisattva, can imagine. Can't imagine. Benefiting others. Capacity to benefit others. Amazing. This is without talking Buddha. So you know, they manifest. They can manifest bridge or river, the mountains or whatever. There's need for the sentient beings can manifest. You know, can manifest. Whatever there's the need for sentient can manifest. Amazing, amazing. Amazing, just totally amazing. What Buddha can, what the 8 Buddhas or 10, 9 Buddhas, 10 Buddhas, what they can do. So sometimes I think, you know, as a, sometimes think it is. Machines, you know, airplanes, those the airplanes and some those incredible machines, you know, what a computer, what is incredible things, yeah. Or is they can be also can also manifest, you know, can also manifest the same thing, you know. The amazing things can happen, also can manifest. Bodhisattva can manifest. So Bodhisattva 90 or 10, the only pulse of the body, on the pulse of the on the pulse of the holy body, the realms, the realms, you know. You can say universe or realms on the holy body, the pulse of the holy body, you know, amazing. Just can't imagine that. Just what they can benefit, what they can do for certain being. I mean, just it's explained in the commentary. I think explained in the commentary, Madhyamika, at the end, last chapter. Oh, amazing. What can be this? Those bodhisattvas, 8, 9, 10, even before us, even before that. Amazing. So now, this is not talking Buddha. This is not talking Buddha. Without talking Buddha, just Bodhisattva, sentient being. Amen. When your mind is become more free, you know, say more pure. When the mind becomes more pure, more free, benefit to others, and it's unbelievable. What can do with the body, spirit, mind. Amen. So then no question about Buddha. Then just there's only one sun in the world, you know. I mean, in the world, when the world ends, there's 7 suns rising, and then everything becomes melted. But now, let's say, there's one sun. So this one sun, when it rises, Wherever there's ocean, there's ocean, water stream, or lake, water. Wherever there's no obscuration, wherever there's water, one sun, only one sun rises, but reflection everywhere. Reflection, numberless reflection. Even water dew, even water dew on the plants. Wherever there's, as long as there's no obscuration, wow, reflection everywhere. It's happening without motivation, without effort. Or just like that, Buddha, without effort. Oh, that's all sentence like this. Number 6 realms. 6 realms, the mother sentient beings. Buddha. When you become Buddha, then it's easy. Effortless. Just so naturally, just amazing. Until everyone brought enlightenment. According to their karma, level of mind. So therefore, saying, beginning by general compassion level, of the low kindness, or middle, and even after you become light, over others. Oh, so therefore, we're very fortunate to be able to try to be able to live your life to benefit others. With the body, spirit, mind, whatever you can do. It's very fortunate. So whatever you know, whatever you can, whatever capacity you have, benefit others. Use for others. You use your body spirit to benefit others, to cause happiness to others. So, yeah. So that's the very, very essence of life. How to live life, how to live. What's the correct way to live it? What's the correct way to live the life? What's the most beneficial way to live the life? Most beneficial to others who are numberless. You just one. Others numberless. Numberless hell, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals, numberless human beings, suras, asuras. So, most beneficial to others. So, it's the best. It's the best life. And most meaningful life. So, so this is the happiest life. This is the happiest life. This is the happiest life today, now. This is the happiest life when you die. This is the happiest life, happier life. Even happier and happier, greater and greater happy as it goes. So yeah, they say, so to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, please. So you're going for refuge. This is cause refuge. But the Dharma Sangha, that which is separate from your mind. Separate from your mind. This is Dharma Sangha, separate from your mind. Well, rely on them. Rely on them. Follow them. Then through that, by doing that, then you're able to until I until the enlightenment is achieved, the result refuge. So then they say, from that, by going to by saying cause refuge, the Buddha, following the Buddha Sangha, separate from the government kundam, from that cause refuge, then you're able to have a result refuge. Then actualize the actual refuge dharma. You want to become that. Then you become Sangha. Then when you have actualized, when you have a direct perception of emptiness, then you become Sangha. You become Sangha at that time. And then through that, by seeing the gross subtle defilement, then you complete the understanding, the realizations. Then you become Buddha. Then you become the Buddha. So you become you actualize the actual Dharma, Sangha. Then through that, see the subtle department, even subtle departments, and you become Buddha. Then you do effortless, continue effortless over sentiments until everyone brought enlightenment. So that. So first thing that first thing I myself experiencing general suffering samsara, and particular losses. From the beginningless time. So we enjoy that. First, yourself. From beginningless time. The six general suffering samsara, the six times. Never nothing definite. No satisfaction. How much enjoy? No satisfaction. Doesn't give me satisfaction. And first of all, nothing ever suffering, nothing definite. So it changes, yeah? Even this life. Not only changing from life to life. All the relationships, all the relationships, or father, mother, sister, brother, the whole thing, friend, not only friend, they change from life to life. Then friend, enemy, change even this life. Even this life. Even one day changes in your friend. Even one day, even within 1 hour. So first our friend, next our become enemy. The friend who was friend became our, then at the end they become turned out to become enemy. So something displaying something I do not like. See, something the way you think is the way you look, the way you think, or the way you say, or see, or that become against you, the person's wish and everywhere. So enemy. However, all of this, and then how much you enjoy samsara, the samsara perfections, and then the universe, no satisfaction. How much you use, no satisfaction. Doesn't give any satisfaction. Then Lu Yang then story Dunga, so the so as our Lama Zopa mentioned in the Lamrim, this life mother, the mother's mother, grandmother, and then that's grandmother's mother, mother's mother. So like this. Mother's mother, like this you count, mothers, and then you can father's father. But in the text, mainly just mother, mother's mother. I mean, also father's father. Unbelievable. Suffering, joining the body again, and in the so, according to Lama Zopa, what he explained in the Chemo, and then you see in that my guess is that by thinking that, you see, what gives understanding, you see, the renunciation, ngejung renunciation, you see, emergence or renunciation. So renunciation, detachment to the agate, to the samsara. Detachment. Why we meditate on this? Why we think this? We think this. Understand? So it is said that even the whole earth, even this whole earth made into small peels, mustard, juniper peels, juniper peels. So then they can be finished much earlier. Your mother doesn't finish. Unbelievable. But in the whole earth, imagine small juniper, finish earlier. So this body. So this body is the way to understand this body is a complete junk. This junk. The blood from this mother, then that mother, grandmother, then their mother, their mother. Even the whole earth made into that junior pill, finished much early. And father's father. So this is, combination of father's sperm and mother's egg. So this kind of junk, father's father. Continuation, all that. Can you imagine? Well, amazing. So, what? So this garbage, this nothing to be attached. There's nothing to be attached. So the renunciation. You see? To look for liberation. To look for dharma liberation. To be fair, not ours, not ours that not ours bound to this with the delusion karma. Not that. Not ours bound to this by delusion karma. So to achieve freedom, to achieve release. But because of stroke, my tongue release, freedom, liberation. To look for that. To free from this samsara, liberation. Nirvana. Yeah. And Oh, so they live in the water again. Then, whichever body is taken, left, and join again. And after being higher, then you become lower. Oh, that's interesting. Then you born alone, born alone, you will die alone. So like the hair pulled from butter has come only hair, or then die alone. Bare consciousness go from leave this body. So say. And whatever negative karma one collected for the family, whatever. Even for the family, whatever. And then nobody comes in the hell realm to share. This result suffering. Nobody comes to share. Only you have to experience. Nobody comes to share suffering. So this is coming result. Then whichever place you abide, place of suffering. Whichever enjoyment you samsara enjoyment is suffering. Whomever company is friend of suffering. So it's all like this. And totally all the suffering comes in three. Suffering is suffering. And suffering is change. All the samsara pleasures are suffering. They're also suffering. Suffering will change. Beautiful. And then those two comes from the Bodhicitta, pervasive compounding suffering. So so here liberation. What means liberation in Buddhism? Liberation. Dharma, release, freedom, dharma. Oh, that is not just from suffering or suffering, not that. Even animals, and they can recognize even that by animals. So if you hold a stick, or something to rope or something, stick something, and the animal knows is to beat him. So they beat him, they feel pain. So they see the stick, they run away. they run away. So you see, because they feel pain, they know that, so they run away. They are afraid. They're not there. Oh, this will give so much pleasure. Oh, staying there, unbelievable pleasure, you know. Run away. Yeah. So yeah. So the because food or something, the image is food or something meat, the image run, you know, to eat that. So it will help them. They stop hunger and things like that. So now the second suffering, the suffering of the the second suffering of change, the temporary samsara pleasures. The pleasure of sleep, pleasure of food, eating food, the listening to music, the pleasure of that, the pleasure of sex, and so forth. So all this, pleasures. Now like this. The samsara, the kora, there's you see, divided in three realms. Desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Three realms, divided in three. Dvakam, sukham, sumekam. Desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Comes to three. So we are in the desire realm. So depend on form, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects. Form, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects. And seeking the pleasure of that, with the form, sound, smell, taste, and pleasure, having attachment to that. So the desirable pleasure. That desire. So even in the Hinduism, so even in Hinduism, you can as a you can have renunciation. You can have renunciation to the desire pleasure. Desire and pleasure. Maybe there. Before I explain that, I want to explain desire and pleasure. The samsara pleasure. How this is the nature of suffering. So, for example, you buy, well, you see one beautiful car, and you buy, and then as 1 day, 2 days, 3 days goes, the interest in that less. Then later on become more less interest. The longer it goes, one keep one used to that, and then you see another very beautiful car. You see that, and then what you had no interest in, then the new one, then it is attachment. To that, so like that. See, so something with the house, something with with all the samsara professions, food, clothing, all this, like this. Like this. So there's same food, as a pizza, for example, pizza. So tasty, so good. Wow, so tasty, so nice, so blah, 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 blah. But then you eat that pizza, morning breakfast, or the lunch pizza, dinner pizza, then tomorrow morning. but you don't get pleasure. You don't get the pleasure. Everything first time amazing, blah, blah, blah. But then you eat the pizza for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast. Soon you lost interest. Everything with everything there's like this. So the changes. You see, the pleasure doesn't last. Pleasure doesn't last. Because the nature of suffering. Because the nature of suffering. If it's not nature of suffering, it won't last. Because the nature of suffering it doesn't last. So like yeah. What I explained in the Lama Chemo, the way to meditate, way to analyze. So that, for example, see, your body is under hot sun. Your body under hot sun. So feeling hot. Then you get in the water. After that, you get in the water. So when you get in the water, you feel pleasure. You feel pleasure. You feel pleasure. Of course, if you stay longer in the water, then you say the pleasure becomes less, more suffering. Suffering, more. You see, the suffering change becomes. The pleasure becomes less. So like that, you stay, as you stay longer in the water, so like that. So when after you feel hot, and the sun, when you get in the water, you feel pleasure. Cold water, you feel pleasure. Okay. So, what happened that what makes it happen that is so the being under the sun, that which created the suffering heart stopped from great, stopped from great, and being the suffering cool, being the water cool, start from small, being the water and the cool, suffering cool, start very small. So that another suffering stopped, another suffering stopped from great, another suffering begins from small. Another suffering stopped, another suffering began. So that one is called pleasure. What way? So all the pleasure like this. Like this. If you analyze what we call pleasure, we analyze what is it, or like this, like that. So another suffering stop from good, another suffering begin from small. All that is called pleasure. All like this. So there's always suffering. So there's always suffering. So that's why there's always suffering. This is so the hallucination mind, it appears as pleasure. Then the 100% believe, one believe the real pleasure, like that. Real pleasure existing from inside, pleasure existing from inside, which is not true at all. It's all made up by your mind. It's all made up, labeled by your mind. So it's only suffering. Because it is only suffering, that's why it doesn't last. Why the pleasure doesn't last is because it is suffering. Two things. Mama the two things. One is pleasure doesn't last. It's because nature is suffering. The reason. Yeah, I do remember. I remember that two things. Forgot. So that's because nature is suffering. Nature is suffering. Yeah, other one I forgot. All like this. So suffer. So whole entire samsara is suffering. The pleasure of food, pleasure of sleep, pleasure of music, pleasure of sex, pleasure, so on, everything like this. If you analyze, only nature of suffering. If you analyze, if you don't analyze, then the hallucination mind thing is I say, with the mind, through that mind, then I say, it is appeared as pleasure, appeared as real pleasure. Existing from inside is the existing from inside, existing from its own side, or existing by nature, or truly existent. But it's like this, but it's completely, 100%. It's not like that. So, you see, it's all merely labeled by mind, by your mind, merely labeled by your mind. For example, say, sorry, maybe not a good example, but in the West, was if it's a female, if a male, female person beat you, female beat you robes, robes as regards the pleasure. I say, beat really hard beat you, but it's regards pleasure. But pleasure. See, it's very interesting, the mentality, very interesting. This is regard pleasure. And then you see, now somebody, a person you don't like, somebody or somebody hurt you, somebody beat, not a hard beat, somebody little touch you, oh, you get so angry, or court cases. Somebody little touch you, so angry. You see? That's an example. So it's suffering. So little touch. Yeah. Some little touch on your nose. It's very interesting, the mentality. It's very, very interesting, see? And so being labeled by your mind. You see? The pleasure. So then appear to the Holy mind, oh, truly is in pleasure, or real pleasure. Or then without hesitation, without and believe this real pleasure. Or then that will cause samsara. That will cause samsara. That mentality or that concept or attachment will cause samsara. Then because that not can you get upon the samsara, it's suffering. So like this. Yeah. Yeah. So this music, this song, for some people, the suffering. Some people will be glad to have the joy. So samsara pleasure, how they how does nature suffering? Example, idea, rough idea like this. Wholesome pleasure, okay? Oh, yeah. Then now in Hinduism, even Hinduism, you can have Hinduism. Say, looking at this only suffering nature, and the form realm pleasure. The form realm has the 4 levels. Form realm has samdenshi, firm contemplation. There are 4 levels. Samdenshi, 4 levels. So that inner pleasure, through meditation, inner pleasure. Not the pleasure of the outside form, sound, symbol, not that. Through meditation, you see, in inner pleasure. So the so through samatha meditation, actualize. There is 9 levels to actualize. Then you actualize, and then firm contemplation, first level, second level, third level, fourth level, like this, in the inner pleasure. So the form realm pleasure, then even that one, even in Hindu, this renunciation of desire and pleasure, we live in desire pleasure, and this pleasure realizing, completely realizing only suffering. It's not special about Buddhism, not special about Buddhism. It's in Hindu you get that. And now the second, the form realm pleasure. Then even Hindu, so the desire, the form realm pleasure, first firm contemplation. There's more peace and happiness, so better, Then you compare. Then you see, then in other words, you attachment to this one, Now then you see desire on nature suffering, by analyzing on nature suffering. Then you get about that. Then you look at the second form contemplation, how there's more peace and more happiness, and the first one, how it's all suffering nature. You compare, and then you achieve the firm contemplation, second one, and then you renounce the first one. Then you, after you achieve the second one, then you look at the third one, how there's more peace, happiness. Then look at the second one, how nature, so much nature suffering, like that grows. Then you see, then from through the analysis, then you achieve the even the inner pleasure. You become bored. You become bored in the inner pleasure. Then the fourth, someday Shiva, the firm contemplation. And then you find that all of that. Even in Hinduism, this is not special thing about Buddhism. No. Then from there you come back to formless realm. Then you see Nagataya, limitless sky. Then you regard this better. You see, more peace, more better. Other one suffer nature, formalism. Even the fourth, and the someday Shiva, the firm contemplation of number four, even the suffer nature. And then you get born formalism, then Nagataya, limitless consciousness. Then you, when you're born there, then there's one, you look at suffering nature, then the second one, Namshitaya, limitless consciousness. Then you look at more peace, isn't it? Better, analyze it. Then you get born there, then when you're there, then you look at that one nature suffering, then the third one, Siddha. Nothingness, formalism, nothingness, third nothingness. And then how there's more peace, better. So you see, so you get one there. So now the last one is Siddha, the samsara. The samsara. Oh, then you see, the samsara. The samsara. Oh, so in Hindu, so there's no, after that, there's no samsara realm. There's no samsara realm. Only Chiva samsara is the last. So there is no that samsara realm, so that then there is no competition. Look at to realize Chiva samsara is nature suffering, and something other, some higher realm is more peace. There's nothing. There's no higher realm to discover more peace. No, nothing. So therefore, in Hinduism, so the Chiva samsara, there's no antidote. There's no antidote to that. So the attachment to that, so there's attachment to that, and so one doesn't get renunciation to that. So you have renunciation to the desire completely chosen. You have attachment, you have renunciation to the form realm, completely chosen. Or Hindu, even in Hindu you can do that. The Nagataya, Namshita, the limitless consciousness, limitless consciousness, nothingness. All this nature, complete nature of suffering. Yeah, you get in Hindu. It's not special about Buddhism, Hindu. Now the tip of samsara, there's no remedy to that. No, so only have a general renunciation to all the rest, but only the last one, tip of samsara, renunciation samsara. So then, sometimes you think the delusion, gross delusion, is it? Gross delusion is kind of stopped lasting, you see, visibly. So stopped. Gross delusion, not stopped, not abandoned forever. Means stopped, lasting. They say for the time being. So the mentors they believe maybe achieve liberation. So there is no gross rising, or there is even middle one rising. So believe so mind becomes really so fine, so quiet, in peace. So they believe achieve liberation. But then you see when that karma in that Shiva samsara, when you born there, when the karma is finished, you see you have to rank it again. Then there's a danger to lose faith, yeah? Or maybe think there's no liberation. Not true, there's no liberation. Then one gets heresy, then get reborn in the lost, they say, nyaoname, the inexhaustible hell suffering. So by rising heresy, there's no liberation. This is not true. So you believe you haven't achieved liberation, but you believe it. Then you see you have to ring it again, because the renunciation to that last one not done, not generous, because in the higher realm, also sometimes. See, so this is talking about the Hindu. Believe achieve liberation. So later on, when the karma finish, when you see, you have to strengthen again, and then you see there's danger to lose heresy and like that. And then danger to reborn in the lost hotel like that. So the Buddhists. Now you have to understand what Buddhist means. The liberation, dharma, liberation. Or what it really means. Not liberation, suffering a change, or pervasive compounding suffering. That is only Buddhism, not Hindu, not in Hinduism. So that there is no explanation of that in Hinduism. Where the true suffering rises, suffering change rises, the previous compound suffering. So liberation, dharma, the nirvana, all that, the cessation of freedom from all the previous compound suffering. All that's only Buddhist. That's only Buddhism. See, not in this. In the Buddhism, so from where we should be, the suffering, from where we should be free, all that pervasive compound suffering. Okay. Suffering from where we should be free is a pervasive compulsion. If you are free from this, if you are free from this, then you are free forever from suffering some change. Like that. Or the Buddhism, say Nyangde, where you should be free. Cessation of suffering, or dharma. Everything dharma. Freedom from that. Okay. So chapa duchi dungan, previous compound suffering. So this aggregates form, feeling, cognition, the compound aggregates. So there are 6 consciousness, 51 mental factors. So from the 51 mental factors, you take out feeling, cognition, the rest, 51 mental factors, 49, is called compounding agats. Compounding agats. Cognition, yeah.
Compositional factors.
No. Decision. Just give me that show. Cognition. Cognition. Then the compounding aggregates. Compounding aggregates. The 49, you take out the feeling or cognition out, two manifold. The 49 is called compounding aggregates. This is not chasache, compounding aggregates. It's all mental factor, 49 mental factors. Then I guess conscience. So this I guess is under the control of karma and delusion. Under the control of karma and delusion. The end of the control, not free from karma and delusion, not free. It's the end of the control of karma and delusions. So that's why nature of suffering. That's why this I get nature of suffering. Pervaded by suffering. And the control of karma and delusion is pervaded by suffering. Then second explanation. If this is not under the control of, not come from, so the evolution of samsara, total dependently evolution. So you can understand that. So if this didn't come from karma and delusion, this I guess not result by that, then there's no reason why it suffer. No reason at all. So why this is suffering is because that and pervaded by under karma and delusion, so pervaded by suffering. Second reason why this nature of suffering is that this is contaminated. Seed of delusion, contamination. So therefore, compound the suffering of this life, compound the suffering of future life. Like this. So the seed of delusion, it carries. It carries whatever karma is out of delusion, whatever karma is collected, they left the imprint on the mind, left the imprint, karmic seed left the imprint on the mind. So then you see, then here in this life, the rises. Rises the past karma. Also, there's the compound, this whatever you see. Sicknesses. So for example, let's say myself diabetes. Then now from the stroke, you know. So anyway, so example like that. So then also so like this, and then from the seed. So they see the desirable object and the desirable object and the and undesirable object and the what's that? Desirable object by seeing, then by seeing attachment rises. By seeing undesirable object, anger rises. And then the equanimity, then ignorance rises. Yeah? Like this. And then, daily life. This is in our daily life. All the time. It rises. So then, this delusion rises, the moderate karma leaves imprint on the seed on the mental continuum. Then from this mental continuum, then it rises future birth, future suffering. So like this. So the seed of delusion, contaminated seed of delusion, so it compounds this life suffering and future life suffering. So that's why. So that's why our mind has to be aware, always aware. In meditation. Our mind always have to be in meditation. The renunciation of Bodhicitta or emptiness. Always. Open to that. You see. Like this. So, and this way, so that, so that always do not create karma, to be more samsara. See, by actualizing, by meditating, actualize these things. So. Okay, so that's why meditations most unbelievable important meditation dharma practice in our daily life. That's why it's the more important, is the most important. And meditation practice, dharma practice, practicing good heart, bodhicitta, most important, more important than money, more important than general people in the world is most important than money. But now the understanding some rough area suffering, cause suffering, that our mind creates suffering. By knowing that, we have to create happiness. And so practicing dharma means we use our body, spirit, mind to practice dharma to create cause happiness. Abandon the cause of creating cause of suffering. All that is practice dharma. So now, sorry. So let's just finish this one. So the most unbelievable most unbelievable suffering, hell, hunger, animals. So Yeah. Then, so one has been experiencing general suffering, particular suffering of the Lord from numberless, from beginningless lifetime. From beginningless lifetime. So one think this. So now, not me, like me, or this numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless human, suras, numberless asuras, suras, all they have been experiencing general suffering, samsara, particular sorrow, and general suffering, samsara, particular suffering of the Lord. From beginningless rebirth. Can you imagine? Before just you. Wow, from beginningless rebirth suffering. Wow. So now next one, numberless happening, numberless hunger, numberless animals. Wow, numberless men, human beings, experience general suffering, Lord, from beginningless rebirth. From beginningless rebirth. Wow. Can't imagine. Wow. Oh, so them to be free. The six numberless sentient beings are the free from samsara. Free from samsara, all these sufferings to be free. And yourself don't have any power. See? So go for Buddha, go for Refuge to Buddha, dharma, sangha. I go for Refuge Buddha. And they say, absolute Buddha, the absolute Buddha, and the Gundava Sangye, the Rubakaya, Rubakaya. Without all of screen mind, Gundava Sangye. And then Buddha is the dharma, and then the absolute dharma, and the absolute dharma, and then the all figuring the thought dharma. Then Gundava Chokonjo, and then that Gundava Chokonjo is a text, which reveals the path to liberation and enlightenment. Then both go for it, both take both. Then Sangha, absolute Sangha. Yesterday I didn't get mentioned. Absolute Sangha is one. It doesn't have an ordained person. One who has a realization of true cessation of suffering and true path. True cessation of the suffering, obscuration, the true path. Wisdom directly pressing the true path. Oh, doesn't have to be Sangha, doesn't have ordinary person, it can be lay. Anyone who is the realization doesn't have an ordained person, it can be lay. It can be lay person. doesn't only attend, can be even layperson, absolute sangha. The convergence, I don't know what it is. They conserve Kidukonjo, they all remind Kidukonjo, they sublime precious, the sangha. Then there's the poor monks, poor nuns or poor monks, they living in pure bhava, living in the full ordination. Poor nun or poor monk, they live in pure vow. They form, but they don't have any of these realizations. So they couldn't have only devoting relying on the one who has a realization of Sangha, then the Gunjava Kidukancho, then the one who don't have realization, but 4 members. Who don't have realization, but 4 members live in the full ordination, monk or nun, living people, the Sangha. Then next one, then they finish. They finish, yeah. Dage Jeso Deve, Dage, we do this one. Son Je Che Dan Son Je Cho Nama Chan Chum Bom Du Dan Ja the next one, and then due to the collection of the merits, may I achieve may I achieve another benefit of all the migrated beings. And that's the word what he says. So the meditation or the meaning due to all the past, present, future merits collected by you, or the past, present, future merits collected by sentient beings and by sentient beings and Buddhas. So, all. Future merits collected by you and by sentient beings, by Buddhas. Okay? Then due to this merit, then Dage Jeso Deve, Dage. There's so how is the meditation that, and then the English, of course, Dage Jeso, then having the practices by methods also so forth and all those merits, and then they include that. So here talks in the words I, but I elaborate all the sentiments, the Sri merits as well as the Buddhas. That put all together. Then your Sri merits all put together. All the merits put together, they're very, very powerful. So if you collect money, 1 rupee, but from 1 million people, if you collect 1 rupee from each person, it's small, but if you collect from 1 million people, it's $1 million. Sorry, 1 million rupee, 1 million rupee. So, all like that, then you get a big project. So with all the merits together, so dollar pension, may achieve enlightenment, another benefit of all the migrated beings. Okay? So, so the mother sentient beings, and then you see mother sentient beings, they have been experiencing the general sufferings, the general sufferings, the particular sufferings of the theologians, and they have been experiencing from beginningless times. Numberless animals, from beginningless, they've been suffering. So for totally free them, numbers have been totally free them from all the sufferings. From all the sufferings, general suffering, particular suffering. And then I say, you free them from all the suffering and bring to full enlightenment. Full enlightenment. Numberless happens, numberless human, numberless asura, full enlightenment, to bring to full enlightenment. To full enlightenment. Everyone to full. Now, so in order to benefit, contains that. In order to benefit, contains that. In order to benefit doesn't mean giving food, beggars, giving food, money, not only saying that, or somebody who has no house, thinking house, not just on that. So bring to free from ocean sufferings, general suffering, some particular suffering, which from Japanese and from beginning to birth, and then to achieve full enlightenment. Numbers have hungry animals to in order to benefit context that. So now benefit towards the migrated beings, to the transcendental migrated beings, already to the transcendental migrated. So transcendental migrated beings, the meaning you have taught already. Transcendental migrated beings, they being under the control of karma and delusion, being under the control of karma and delusion, then you see migrate, they migrate, and the six realms, the hell, hunger, ghost, or animal, human beings, asura, the six realms, and then experience all the sufferings, experience all the sufferings. This is how they've been from beginningless rebirth up to now. From beginningless rebirth up to now, this has been suffering. Being entered into karma and delusion, and they experience suffering like this. So migratory brings mean that. So, but the benefit of migratory brings, transmigratory brings. Then means that. Another meaning of transmigratory being dollar. Another meaning of dollar is since they were born, until death. Since they were born, then continuously run through the death, non-stop, continuously run through death, and that's another meaning on dollar. Transmigratory dollar, goyer. Sanya draw shows, may achieve enlightenment. May achieve enlightenment. For them, what is that? Oh, then, Or then you put your hand like this. At that time, you put your hand like this. And on your Bodhicitta. Then it is said, Lama Adisha mentioned in the 11th path to enlightenment. Remember the Lange Tamo Jachin Sajut Semina. Sajut in Semina Church. So if you, it is said in the 11th path to enlightenment, 강계체매 장애 예상계시나 매경 강계체매 장애 예상계시나 매경 이제 뒤지 간체데 지된 걸라 버 강가타모 자지나 강가타모 자기 자주 내세면 쳐버들 쳐봐 텔탄에 맞추소 what is the plan in the limba by Lama Zopa and the limba to enlightenment like the number of the dust of the Pacific Ocean. This Ganga is not Indian River Ganga. This is Pacific. When you talk about the benefits of Bodhicitta, it's the Pacific Ocean. It is said in the Papagata Jingbo's note when he is teaching from Rurga Taborim. So again, number of the dust of the Pacific Ocean. There are many Buddhas field. There are many times Buddhas field. According to the number of the dust of the Pacific Ocean. You fill up all those Buddhas field with jewels, with the 7 different jewels. Gold, diamond, gold, so forth. Then you offer the Buddhas. Then you simply put together your hands, then general Bodhicitta, through general Bodhicitta is the may achieve enlightenment in order to benefit of all the migratory beings. You put palms together. Or then this one, this merit is far more greater than they make offering the Buddhas. The number of the dust of the Pacific Ocean, there in the Buddha's world, the Buddha's field, you pile up with the 7 different jewels over the Buddhas. So the merit becomes so small. It's sort of unbelievable, but this merit is put together and is unbelievable, much greater. And it has no limit. The benefit has no limit. What is it? So it's okay. Sorry, it didn't happen. Sorry, it didn't happen. The large offering. That's it. Please enjoy dinner. My going hasn't not definite tomorrow. So not definite tomorrow. So perhaps not definite tomorrow. So perhaps there might be. I don't know. But perhaps there might be. Perhaps there might be. Perhaps there might be. What do you call it in English? Whiskey. The noise in the ear. Whispering. There might be whispering. There might be whispering tomorrow. Tomorrow again. So I didn't make to the light offering, and also yes, I gave Refuge vow, but some advice the abandoning Kabbalah there are three things to abandon, three things to practice. So I haven't explained that yesterday. So maybe that, including that, and then I say maybe tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Page 244.